Core knowledge 4, the use and value of appropriate learning technologies. So what are the appropriate technologies for your learners? It will depend on who your learners are, what they're learning, and it's the whole range. So it could be in design, art and design. It may be the use of a laser cutter or use of a CAD software, or it could be in nursing. It could be the use of SimMan, SimBaby, or it could be the use of the virtual suite, the Vert Suite in health and wellbeing. So a whole range of different technologies. It could just be Blackboard and how you use Blackboard to support students' learning. Are you using Collaborate to contact your distance learners? Are you using that to support their and keep the community spirit going within the group? It will link to other elements of core knowledge. It will link to the subject material. It will also link to how you are teaching. But think about the different range of learning technologies that you will be using. Methods for evaluating the effectiveness of teaching. I drew attention to this in area of activity, and this is key in core knowledge. There is no point in delivering teaching if you don't know whether it's working or not. This does not have to be formal. It can be informal. It can be post-it notes on the door, as well as the formal module evaluation. But how ultimately, you don't want to be teaching something that isn't working. If the students aren't learning anything, then you're wasting your time and they're wasting theirs. So how do you know that your teaching actually works? David Bown has produced a document monitoring and evaluating teaching, and there's also a practical manual for evaluating teaching in higher education, and the links are attached. So core knowledge 6, the implications for quality assurance and quality enhancement for academic and professional practice, with a particular focus on teaching. Now we've got two different things here, quality assurance and quality enhancement. Both are deeply embedded. Quality assurance is about ensuring the quality of both the teaching material, but assessment at the appropriate level, that it's moderated, the standard is appropriate. Quality enhancement is about how you ensure that the teaching that you deliver is actually enhancing the learning experience. So how do we do this? This can be through programme validation to ensure that all aspects of the curriculum, student support has been considered. It can be monitoring and reviewing, it can be module evaluation, but it's also having externals moderating, so external examiners. It can also be how you moderate assessments within your teams. This process shapes academic practice, and it's probably implicit in what you do, and you've probably not even thought about it. But how have you used student feedback to improve your teaching and the student learning experience of future students? How do you get feedback? How do you go out and seek feedback? Are you arranging with colleagues to observe you teaching? Have you been and spoken to observe somebody else teaching? So it doesn't have to be reliant on formal institutional setup. It can be however you seek those opportunities. But it's also understanding the quality frameworks. So the Quality Assurance Agency, the codes of practice, the chapters that have been newly produced are being used by all institutions. So subject benchmarking, So think about the level, your understanding of the national level of quality assurance. So what the Quality Assurance Agency are expecting of graduates who graduate with a specific degree, and also the levels of students. So sort of you aren't going to continue to teach the same course material in the same way for a postgraduate student group as a first year undergraduate student group, and it's understanding those different levels. So here we've got links to the UK Quality Code for Higher Education. There's a brief guide as an introduction, and then some information about the Quality Assurance Agency and links to the chapters in the Code of Practice.